Good evening. Settle in. To the sensitive, I advise that you turn away now. What you're about to witness is a study in tragedy. My name is Michael Muise. I'll be guiding you through the events that happened here at Algonquin College during the autumn months of 2015. A lot of thoughts go through someone's mind when they find out that someone they know and love has gone missing. The chaos, the confusion, the questions. So many questions. How could this happen? How could someone be there one day and then gone the next? And why him? But there's one last question that still haunts me in a way that nothing else ever could. And so I warn you one last time. The story of how an innocent college student could simply vanish is a troubling one. It is not for the faint of heart. And so I begin by asking this. What happened to Joey Post? We begin with the first day of Joey's college career. A new student of Algonquin's renowned television broadcasting program, it was here in this very classroom that Joey made his very first appearance. Little did he know that this would be the last place that Joey would ever be seen again by his peers.
Yeah, I knew Joey. He was a good guy. We talked a bit, sat kind of close to each other in class. He liked to mess around, but he wasn't a guy that got in a lot of trouble. Most of the time we spent together was at the Ob.
The Observatory, coined by students as the Ob, is Algonquin's on-campus bar and general lounge. Joey was known to frequent it with his classmates for drinks, until one day suddenly, he did not.
I was a bartender at the Ob for a couple of years. I never really knew his name, but I'd recognize that face anywhere. He was in the bar probably 3 or 4 times a week. For the first couple of months of school, he was pretty regular. And then he was just gone. We never saw him again. It's silly, but he almost felt like part of the family. It's just, if I knew I was never going to see him again, maybe I could have said something. It follows you, that sort of thing. I'm sorry.
As the search for Joey dwindled, some of us started asking the tough questions. Was it our fault? Why were there no warning signs? Why hadn't he told anybody? Or did he and we just never noticed?
And now, we've got a bunch of random yelling going on here. What's going in that room? This is unprofessional.
Was there something going on in this room? What was it? Was there some clue here that would have told us what was happening to Joey? We'll never know, but that was only the first time that Joey may have tried to warn us.
Margaret.
We need a Margaret.
Margaret.
Joey, get in here. Margaret.
We need a Margaret.
Margaret.
My name's Margaret.
Margaret.
Where's Margaret?
Down here.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Awkward moments are the best part of everyone's lives, but ever so often, they change everything. The nominees for most awkward moments are... Okay, there's no nominees, and the gonky goes to Justin Smith and Carson Bennett. Congratulations to Carson Bennett and Justin Smith.
Now, why, upon hearing the name Margaret, did Joey jump into action? What was so special about Margaret? Was she involved in Joey's disappearance? Again, we'll never know, but neither of these possibilities are as terrifying as the last, as one of Algonquin's most astute professors will explain.
Oh, it's crazy to think about it, you know. How does a kid like him just stop coming, stop turning up? It doesn't make any sense at all. I remember most was he came in one week, the week before he disappeared. He's an hour late. He was limping really badly. He was injured, and
Yes, Joey showed up to class with a severe leg injury, one which he should have gone to the emergency room for. But instead he came to class. He drove himself, in fact. But why avoid seeing a professional about the injury? And why instead come to us? But nothing draws more questions than the source of the injury.
he's limping. He's really injured, and the kids ask him what's going on. He goes, "Well, I fell in the bathtub." It was a weird morning.
Indeed, Joey told his peers that his injury was caused by falling into the bathtub. Now that's the sort of injury you'd associate with an 85-year-old retiree. But a healthy college student in his 20s? Just doesn't add up. Something was wrong. Some of us believe that Joey may have been trying to tell us something. Maybe making an excuse so ridiculous would have caused one of us to speak up and ask him what was really going on. But no one ever did. Part of me thinks, still, that things might have been different if somebody actually had the courage to ask.
At some point, we started hearing rumors that Joey was still around. Some people said that he was working for his dad's construction company. Some of us think that his dad might have been in all of this and was trying to hide up all these questions. But we really knew something else was going on.
In fact, Joey's classmates became so obsessed with the fact that Joey may still be out there somewhere that they began to reach out to him. They tried having him on one of their studio shows, offering him a trophy for coming out into the limelight. Sadly, however, their calls were met with dead silence.
Go, Joe Post, bring in the trophy. Bring in the trophy. Here it is. Thanks, Haley. So, Joe, come on out here.
It's hard to say if we'll ever know what happened to Joey Post, but whether or not we hear tell of him again, one thing is for certain. The powerful impact that Joey left on his peers will be remembered forever. And the tender whisper of Joey's voice will echo through the halls of N Building for years to come. And maybe, just maybe one day, we'll find him.